What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? We are back with Doom: The Dark Ages.
A distress signal was sent. We've tried contacting them. No response.
I sealed it from him, but it is an artifact of immense power. Forgive me.
They're inside!
The Heart of Argent, discovered in AR-722. An artifact said to contain the soul of the last...
Dude, I love the Viking King guy with all this, like, futuristic technology. It's awesome. I just love the aesthetic.
Assemble the guard.
If I just bail at some point during this this video, forgive me. My God damn it. Sorry, my mom was not feeling well yesterday. Like, she got something bronchial, and she spread it to me, and I'm upset about that. So, as I was saying, if I just cut off commentary somewhere in the middle of this video and don't come back, that's because I'm breaking up cat fights, because my little sister and my brother-in-law, I almost just opened fire on those guys. So my baby sister and my brother-in-law came, and they brought their cats, so they're all staying with us for the next little bit while because they're moving, because my brother-in-law got a new job, so they're moving in their new place. I think doesn't allow pets or something, so we're watching their cats for a little bit, and one of their cats is not a very happy camper at the moment. He is a little upset. This is something, these little challenges, I do not pay enough attention to in future videos. I've only done one more chapter after this, but I need to focus on those more. As I was saying, one of my little sister's cats had a really bad car ride, so he's very upset. So yeah, nothing like medieval torture equipment. Oh, dude, this gun is awesome. Like, I love the concept of the gun. It essentially, yeah, just shatters a skull and shoots the shards. I mean, if I had one complaint about the guns, it just kind of feels like, hey, here's an automatic. Here's another automatic. Here's yet a third automatic. I'm also kind of missing the super shot. No, wait, no. We get the super shotgun. Nah, maybe later in this video or in the next one. I can't remember, but we do get the super shotgun. This is kind of like a super automatic shotgun. I'm not sure. I believe I cut down the number of attempts that I made at this room, because I made a good number of attempts at this room. But my biggest problem is that I leave my... I'm trying to think how I want to phrase this. My biggest problem is that I... Oh, come on, brain. My biggest problem is that I think I'm more tanky than I really am on this difficulty. I think that's my big issue. Maybe I didn't cut out a lot of these deaths. I could have sworn I cut out attempts here, but maybe I'm totally wrong. I know, something that you have heard from me a lot lately. I've been busy. And it just seems like I can't just get like a normal week. Like every time it's like, oh hey, now there's something new going on. No, it's very frustrating. See, I also need to realize that I can block with the shield. I don't always have to just use it to counter or to Captain America it. You know, that I can just use it to block incoming. I can just use it to block incoming damage. There we go.
I'm on board. I'll establish contact when we reach Eratum.
Commander Thera, the demonic presence around the priest signal is getting larger.
Again, I love these enemies. Like, I love their design. I just miss the executions, man. I miss seeing the awesome executions of like that. There's something missing when he's not just ripping them apart. Where it's just, here's a punch and they go down. Trying to figure out my way in there. There you go. I'm sure you can get those. You can get these toys as actual pop figures. And I'm gonna be honest. I hate pop figures, but some of the little toy collectibles in this game, if I could get those IRL, I would. I think they're really fun looking. Or I think they're really cool. If anybody, essentially what I'm saying is, if anybody knows where I can get them, hit me up. Excuse me, I am sorry. God damn it. Like I said, I can't catch a break. I'm busy, I'm sick, ugh. I wouldn't say I'm sick right now. I think that's makes me sound like a whiner. I'm not sick. My chest is tight. It's like really bad allergies. Like I'm really like, I'm sitting like glued to my inhaler. Yes, I know. Haha, AJ's a nerd. My inhaler. Shut up. Oh, this fucking thing. I can't time those guys hitting me. I'm really bad at that. It's like, hey, here's some enemies that love to chase you down. Oh, by the way, we're in a small little area like this. Have fun.
Energy.
Damn it, I'm trying to get that prize fighter challenge completed, but they keep breaking my combos. Or in that case, is killing me.
Occult energy.
Shut up, Slayer Suit. This is making me remember. Oh yeah, I suck at video games, don't I? What was? Oh god damn it! Was it Doom 2016 or Doom Eternal? Was it a Polygon or was it a? I want to say it was a Polygon journalist who's like, this game's too hard, and it just really sucked. Like that was a problem. It was a skill issue.
Occult energy.
God damn it, stop making me fight these guys. Yeah, those explode, by the way, so you might want to Might not want to get as close to him as I did while just running and gunning. And see, you give me that execution. Just give me that. Give me that, and I would enjoy this game probably about 5 times more. I know, that very scientific use of numbers there, but I just don't get why that is something that you pull away from this game. Again, the only reason I can think of is to try and give you a sense of a more intense kind of feeling of movement and speed. But it just, it does not. I would much rather you interrupt my movement to do those cool executions rather than I'd rather you take away some of my movement just to land those awesome executions, as opposed to just, oh, we'll just punch them down. I'm like, okay, you could have done something cooler. That one I just kind of got stuck in that. I get stuck in those stairs. I'm like, I can't move left, right, center, anywhere, and I'm just getting shot at. Yeah, I'm fucked. There we go. Okay, look at that giant... Like, look at that. That is Pacific Rim out the ass. Right there. That, or they're trying to make, kind of give it some, like, Christian imagery. So it's supposed to kind of look like it's standing there on a cross. But just the giant robot and everything, to me, feels like it's trying to be Pacific Rim. Or it ended up being Pacific Rim. The Impaler. Essentially, it's a single shot, really strong second version of the our automatic kind of like spike gun. So here I'm trying to, like, I don't know, yeah, there we go. I was trying to figure out, like, how to swap them. And you can swap them right there by pressing square when you have the weapon equipped. I would just Captain America's that guy off his little whatchamacallit. I don't know what I'm trying to say horse, but I'm like, it's not a horse. I'm not sure what upgrade I pull here. And lastly, so essentially, we boosted the, again, I cannot remember the names of these guns. The little skull launcher. Essentially, as we land melee shots, or as you land attacks, it builds up a charge. And we boosted our combo finisher for our melee strikes.
This attack on the barracks is a diversion. My father will need help. Ensign, mobilize the Slayer's dragon. Marking the Slayer's hut now. This attack on the barracks is a diversion. My father will need help. Ensign, mobilize the Slayer's dragon. Marking the Slayer's hut now.
So if you're hearing my fan on and off, I just got a new one, so I don't know. I don't know why I have a fan that has like an LED screen on the top of it, and it's like, oh, well, I can do this. I'm like, okay, that's great. I just don't know what any of these buttons do. I just want you on all the time to add airflow to my office. Oh, that's awesome. See, that. I want more of that. How dare you take that away from me?
This attack on the barracks is a diversion. My father will need help. Infant, mobilize the Slayer's dragon. Marking the Slayer's house now.
My cat's sitting down here by my feet, and I'm looking at him going, you don't usually sit there, which is very odd for my cat. My cat is very much I sit in about 6 places. You know what I mean? I sit in about 6 different places in this house, and where he is sitting is not one of them, and it's weirding me out. I think the new cats in the house are throwing him off. Me, you know, I mean, my cats, my sister's cats have stayed here before, so you know, they know each other in cat speak, I guess. I don't know. Long and short of what I'm saying here is that he's just sitting there, just, I don't know if he's nervous or what, but it's just weird. See, I'm not sure how I feel about these, like, little mini-bosses that's like, ooh, this one will give you a boostier, like, this guy's gonna give you a boostier armor, and this one, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I get it. They're essentially elites for, you know, they're essentially elite enemies. I don't know. I mean, and I know this is a weird thing to say while I'm playing Doom. It feels a little arcadey, you know? And I understand, yeah, it's Doom, it's supposed to be ridiculous, it's supposed to be video gamey, but I don't know, I feel like it's a step too far over the line. I think I've said something similar to that, kind of, through playing this game. And time to break barrels. I was wondering, like, does this little chest have gold in it? It did not. Excuse me. You know, if you're going to be invisible, it would help if you didn't kind of have that telltale, like, predator shimmer. I'm just saying, you know, just to anybody out there, if you have invisibility powers, you know, somehow, you know, if X-Men becomes real and you get, like, invisibility powers, little thing to I would suggest to you to check out. Do I give off the predator shimmer when I'm invisible? Because you might want to know that. I got a decent amount of those rubies on this level. Yeah, you little bastard. Stop trying to rip off Halo. Stop trying to rip off Halo. Bungie's got enough problems right now. They don't need to sue you, weird, invisible demon imp. You know, has anyone been following the... Like, has there been any updates on the whole stolen art issue at Bungie? With what game is it? What's the name of the game they're working on that I think is just going to end up being crap? Marathon. I mean, the last I heard, you know, they essentially looks like they stole art, and the art director, from what I've heard, I don't. You know, again, this is what I've heard about from other people talking about it, so I can't tell you a source or anything specifically. But I have heard people say that this art director has had a history of plagiarism before. So I mean, beyond that, I don't know if there's been any further what's the word I'm looking for? Any further oh, son of a bitch, I cannot form a sentence. Further advancements in that story, if anybody knows. That's one of those stories that I really haven't cared too terribly much about. But has caught my eye, you know, as people have talked about it. know, I think it was Face for a Skull who made this comparison to me in a comment of an earlier video in the series. But I really like his use of this and calling this game very I'll use the term Warhammer 40k coded, even though I hate the oh well, it's this coded, I don't know. I hate those like modern parlances. It's just like I hate the term neurodivergent, but that's a rant for a different day and time. Where was I going with this? Oh, right. But yeah, where he was saying that this, why everything in this game looks like, I almost said Fire Emblem. Why everything in this game looks like 40k. The more and more, like, I don't think I would have drawn that comparison had he not said it. But the more and more I look at this game, the more and more I'm like, holy shit, he's right. This is very, it's how gothic I think they're trying to get everything to look, and it's not necessary. It's not 100% 40k, but I can definitely see, and I'd be surprised if 40k was not an, shall I say, inspiration for this game, or at least visually was an inspiration for this game. So now our shotgun, when it lands, they start burning. So either they can make them drop more armor pickups, or I believe this is the one I go. Oh no, okay. I could have sworn I went with the upgrade that makes them explode. Essentially, once they're on fire and they die, they explode. It's awesome. Oh. I thought I bought that upgrade. Guess not. Oh, this fucking guy. You want to talk about something that's very Warhammer-esque? Right there. Like, kind of looks like something like... It looks like a heavily, like, armored... I don't know, something from Nurgle. Maybe Slaanesh. Or not Slaanesh. Zeech. I don't know why I was thinking Slaanesh. So essentially, the biggest pain in the ass with this guy is he kind of shoots these little blobs of acid onto the ground that you can catch yourself in. And, you know, I think right there, you know, that swipe that he hit me with that killed me is kind of a problem I have with this game. Not necessarily a problem. Not like a design problem. That's not the right way to phrase that. But just an issue I have with playing it that is because I suck. I think that's a better way to kind of take it. But I don't know. Just because you don't get that. Right there, you just get those like 3 slashes across the screen. You don't get kind of like the physical impact of a strike or a lot of shots. You know, like you're not. trying to think of a way to phrase it. You don't get that. You don't get that sort of feedback when you're hit by stuff. So for a lot of times, until the screen starts getting like at this point, I feel like I would have more than 5 health. Like I feel like the screen should be much more red. My controller should vibrate. You know, make it easy for the kids in the back of the classroom to know what's going on. Excuse me. Now, I'm not saying they have to do that. They have to do it to make it make sense or anything like that. I'm just saying, for me personally, that would make it easier. But I'm also dumb, so, you know. I also like how the health pickups, I think they respawn after a while, so do the armor and the ammo. Like, part of me feels like that's, I don't know, I'm not sure if you'd say, oh, it's treating you like a baby, or if it's, I don't know, I like it, but maybe it's just because it's, as a, you know, guy who's recording this for content, it's like, I'm not, yes, I like a challenge, but at the same time, I want to keep things moving at least. So, it could just be a personal issue. Oh, and this took me more than 2 attempts. I just cut out the really bad ones.
Aviary unlocked. Clear the Slayer's launch pad.
Yeah, that's right. Next video, we're getting into a Doom Dragon. But alright, my dudes, we are getting to the end of this video. I want to say, as always, thank you so much for watching. Social media is down in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will see you all in the next one. But until then, I'm out.